But I was too busy in survival mode to even care, you know? Of course, I had to process it later. For the first 7 years of my life, all it was this wounding bubbling to the surface, because when I was going through cancer, I was going through the treatments, because you name it, I had all the treatments. First you get the biopsies, and you got to go to another doctor and they want their own biopsies. And then you have to have surgery, right? And then the surgery causes problems, so you have to have other procedures. Then I had to have radiation, and then I had to have external radiation, I had to have internal radiation. And then I had to have like pelvic floor therapy, and then they took out 22 lymph nodes, and then I got lymphedema, which started a whole nother process of, you know, learning what I could eat, what I couldn't do. For 7 years, I couldn't maintain. I would look in the mirror, I couldn't recognize myself. Because with lymphedema, it swells you up. One leg was like 3 legs, the size of 3 legs. It took me 7 years to learn how to manage that condition. But in the meanwhile, I was spiraling in depression. I was in such a dark place. I didn't realize it though. I mean, I was still going out there and putting on a happy face and working with the homeless. I was struggling. I was trying to keep my mind off of everything. But once the cancer was happening, it was like a volcano of all the emotions. Everything that I've suppressed my whole life was coming out to the surface. That's what a spiritual awakening looks like. It's like the bubbling of the wounding. And then there's another ascension step, because it's an ascension process. And then you start learning how to heal it. The first step is recognizing, hey, I have these patterns. Hey, I have this wounding. This is why I've been acting this way my whole life. I've just been responding to these things in my life. And then you have all this programming, you know, social programming on you, and parental programming, social constructs that you don't even believe in. They're just, you know, religion. You've been programmed and brainwashed your whole life. You must do this. You must do this. You know, I know a lot of young people, they're going through their spiritual awakening and they think they're their authentic self. And I smile and I said, you will see. Because everything that this shell, this mask, that's not authentic. You don't realize who you are until you go through it. Until you go through that rabbit hole and you start healing yourself. And when all that programming and the mask starts coming off, when you remove the programming and controls and that mask starts coming off, and you start thinking for yourself, because now your consciousness is awakened and it's starting to expand.